Hey there, and welcome to Leave It to Mom. Hello, my name is Janay.Rachelle. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And if you are already a Shell Belle, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a restock of the pantry and the fridge today, along with decorating the coffee bar with some light cleaning. So I'm really excited to be bringing you guys today this video, and I really hope you guys are motivated to decorate or just organize a space in your home. And if you like this video today, please give this video a big thumbs up and consider subscribing before you go. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Let's do this quick haul. This is pretty much everything that I got from Smart and Final today. I did intend to go to a few other stores, but I was able to find pretty much everything that I needed for my meal plan that I put together. So this is the first time I'm actually ever doing like an meal plan for the month, so we're gonna see how this goes. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on how it went, but here goes the first thing. These are the Chips Ahoy chewy chocolate chip cookies. These are on sale for like $2.50. And then I also picked up this sliced bacon, the hickory smoke. I picked up 2 packs of that because I have a few meals that require bacon. I also picked up some dessert with topping and some more hot sauce, some tapatio. And then I picked up this sweet and salty mix. It comes with the circus animals, fudge strips, and also some cheese balls. And then I did pick up a pack of the variety pack of the Doritos, a bag of rice, and then I also picked up the cilantro lime rice. So the cilantro lime one is like one that they have, I think, at Chipotle. And there was another one that we tried before. It was a little bit spicy, so I went ahead and went with this one so that everybody can actually eat it, especially my 6-year-old, because it's a little too spicy for him. So we're gonna try this one. I have a recipe that requires some flavorful rice, so I think I will just go ahead and use this one here. I also picked up some quinoa, millet, and buckwheat for myself, and then just this big bag of cheddar jack cheese. I picked up 2 of these tomato sauces with no salt added, and then also this is like a lunch idea, this creamy chicken dumpling, more so for myself to make sure I'm eating something, and it needs to be quick throughout the day, you guys. And then I did pick up 2 of these ragu roasted parmesan and garlics. And then also another thing on the meal plan is this Manwich Original Sloppy Joe. I already had one, so I just went ahead and picked up a slightly bigger can to make sure everybody can eat that day. And then we usually get the 2 of the Prego flavored meat ones, but I went ahead and went with the bigger one this time, and then got sugar, the brown and the white. And then I just actually ran out of pancake mix this morning, so I went ahead and picked up another box of that. And then I am gonna try to start incorporating, like doing little things like baking a little bit more with my kids. So we like baking, but sometimes time just kind of gets away with us. But it is going to try to be part of the new schedule that I'm trying to put together for my family. So I want to incorporate a little bit more like activities like baking, things that we enjoy. So I went ahead and picked up these super moist French vanilla delight Betty Crocker cake mixes to make like cupcakes. And then I also picked up this funfetti one. I like to make cookies with this one. I also do have a reel over on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me over there, follow me over there. I think I did it for, what was that? I think it was Valentine's Day, but it should be over there. If not, then let me know, and I will definitely do it over here on my channel. Then I did get these Bushers maple and cured baked beans. My kids really love the sweet beans more so than like the black beans or anything like that. So I wanted to make sure we had a variety of just healthy options. I got 1 thing of the Grand's biscuits. For some reason, they've been exploding in my refrigerator. I have no idea. I don't know if it's a temperature thing. I also got some nacho cheese because we're going to be having a nacho night, some barbecue. These are actually on sale for $4.50 a box. I went ahead and picked up 2. I like to eat these, and so does my little one. So I went ahead and picked up 2 to make sure we had plenty. And then we already had crackers in our pantry, so I went ahead and picked up this Sabra roasted red pepper hummus. I haven't had that in a really long time. I used to eat hummus all the time. And then I just picked up a few tuna packs for my husband because he likes to take those to work. And then some varieties of cheese. So I did get provolone. I got sharp cheddar, and then I got mozzarella. And then I want to try a ranch chicken recipe as well. So I went ahead and picked up 2 of these ranch packets, some hot links. My oldest one loves hot links. And then I found the bone-in skin on chicken thighs. And then I also picked up these Tyson chicken nuggets. We love chicken nuggets. And then some crinkle cut French fry potatoes. Then over here, I got some broccoli florets. This is also for another meal idea, as well as this one. So I do plan to make a stir fry and also like fajitas. So I might also use this for the fajitas as well. I'm not too sure. I may just kind of pick out the green bean. I think those are green beans, but I may pick those out. But this is the Asian style, and this one does come with the sauce also with that, so that's perfect. And then this brand, what is it, Allegra brand, was on sale. It was 4 for $5, so I went ahead and got the macaroni, the elbow, and the shells, and then 2 of the spaghetti. We eat a lot of spaghetti, like at least once a week here. And then I also did pick up these chicken thighs, and then this 2 bag, the cinnamon toast crunch. This was about $8 after tax. And then I went ahead and picked up this big ground beef because I'm going to be making lasagna and also spaghetti with this. So I'm going to just split it in half. And then these last few items, I got hamburger buns. We also still need to pick up the hamburger patties, but they didn't have any that were reasonably priced. So I just said, forget that. And then I got some cinnamon rolls for us to eat like on like Fridays for a nice little, you know, sweet little treat or maybe dessert. And then some hot dog buns. I did not find the actual hot dog, so I'm gonna have to go to probably like Rayleigh's or something like that, some local store in the area, to pick up hot dogs when that time comes. And then I also did get some Texas toast to possibly make some cinnamon toast or something in the morning. And then there was actually another customer in the store that was raving about these jalapeno cheese bagels. I love bagels, so I wanted to try something else. I had already had them in my basket, but she was saying that they were really good. I've tried them once before, so yeah, I want to see what this brand is like. And then I just got some heavy whipping cream, and this is going to be dinner for tonight. So that is pretty much everything. And then I also got a gallon of milk because we were low on milk. So that is pretty much everything I got in today's grocery haul. So as I mentioned, this is going to be for the entire month. This is based on the meal plan that I did put together. So let me know if you guys would like to see the meal plan. I'll probably even add it into here. I'll show you guys the meal plan later on in the video, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how I went about planning that out. And hopefully it'll help you to meal plan for you and your family. Okay, so quickly, let's just kind of get an overview of the freezer. So we have some burritos, some fruit that we definitely need to make something with. We have a pot pie that's probably been here for probably way too long. My ice roller. Then over here we just have these shrimp tempuras, an empty box of Hot Pockets, probably my older ones. And then we also have this shrimp seafood scampi, a couple of ice packs in here, some more fruit. So yeah, let's see. Here we just have some boneless skinless chicken breast and some meatballs. And then these are also really good, these White Castle classic sliders. They're really good, you guys. And then some chopped spinach as well. And a bag of orange chicken. This is so good in the air fryer. So if you have an air fryer, definitely make it in the air fryer. It turned out perfectly crispy and delicious. And then these are just my variety of ices that I'm gonna change this up. I'm probably gonna take this and put this in the deep freezer actually. And then we have some corn dogs, and it looks like we have some miscellaneous stuff back there that probably needs to be tossed. So we are gonna get this all taken care of, you guys. But I just wanted to show you guys like where we're starting at, and so you guys can get a good idea of where we end. Okay, so moving on into the refrigerator. So it feels like I'm always cleaning out this doggone refrigerator, but there is definitely a lot of stuff that is needing to go. The space definitely needs to be reorganized and get a good wipe down. So we are going to definitely do that. I mean, look at how like just chaotic it looks. It just looks chaotic. I don't know what's going on with our refrigerator right now. It is like leaking water everywhere. It's driving me completely nuts. Can you guys see that? So like it just keeps, and like the temperature hasn't changed. I don't know if it's because the weather has changed recently. I have no idea, but it's driving me nuts because I always end up with puddles of water down here. See? It's so wet down there. It was from the water jug that we would have sitting here, but the water jug hasn't been in here in over a week. And when I got rid of that water jug, I cleaned this all up. I had to get a big towel and absorb all the water and clean it all up. So it's definitely not the water jug. So now it's definitely trying to figure out what is going on with this refrigerator because you do not want to have the expense of having to buy another one at this moment. But if that's what it has to be, then it has to be. But we'll play that one by ear. And right now we'll just enjoy it for what it is. This one did come with the house. I don't know exactly how old it is, so it could be it's on its last little leg. I have no idea. I just hope not, honestly, you guys. I really hope not. But like I said, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So now I am just gonna go ahead and start putting all of this stuff away. And then we will clean up the rest of the house because I have no idea how it got so messy so fast. I feel like I just cleaned the house and it's a mess again. It's like organized chaos. You guys know what I define as like a mess. It's not like crazy messy, but it's enough of a mess that needs to get tidied up. So let's go ahead and get this stuff put away before we have to go out and repurchase it.
Okay, so first I'm just going to start off by removing everything out of the refrigerator and off of the door. So I wanted to do this because I want to make sure that I'm not replenishing our refrigerator with items that have gone bad already, of course. So this just really helps by just taking out everything and sorting it really quick so nothing goes bad as we are cleaning this all out. So I'm actually going to be just taking out all of the insert pieces as well and wiping those down with some soap and water. And then I'm going to be replacing them back into the refrigerator, but I'm also going to be sanitizing the inner part of the refrigerator with some sanitation wipes just to make sure that it's nice and clean before we restock.
So I'm just using a towel to just absorb that water that I showed you guys earlier. So once that absorbs, I'm just gonna go ahead and take that out to the garage and then wipe out the bottom of the refrigerator.
So once I absorbed all that water, I ended up also taking out this piece here as well because I did miss a spot when I was wiping it down. So I just went ahead and took that back out and just scrubbed that corner in the back there. And then once I was finished with that, then I just went ahead and started on the door and getting that wiped down because that is where our condiments go. And it gets pretty messy over there, especially if things aren't closed properly. So yeah, today actually wasn't that bad. Usually there is like jelly that is spilled all down the door and stuff like that. So I didn't have much to do, but it still needs to be wiped down because we are putting new items into the refrigerator. And like I said, I'm just making sure it's as sanitized as possible. So that is what I am doing here. And then once I am done making sure everything is nice and clean and dried off, then we are going to go ahead and start replenishing the refrigerator with the items that we just purchased from Smart and Final. So once I was done with the bottom portion of the refrigerator, I went ahead and moved to the freezer and pretty much just went through the same steps, removing everything out of the freezer and giving it a really good wipe down. The freezer main portion was actually kind of messy because there was like ice cream and soda that was spilled in there, but I got it all up. And then there was something from like a box that had got stuck. So I went ahead and got that up, and now I'm just giving it a really good wipe down. And I'm just using those microfiber cloths that I got from Home Depot a while back. I've shown them in a previous video as well. And here I am just figuring out how I want to reorganize the freezer. And we also have a deep freezer as well. So whatever does not fit in the freezer inside the house, we do have overstock space in our garage in our deep freezer. Now, once I was done over with the freezer, I went ahead and moved on over to the pantry and just pretty much restocked anything that belonged in the pantry space. And in my previous video, I went ahead and just kind of reorganized this space already, so that didn't need to get done. It was just needing to be replenished with certain items. But the top shelf there, as you see, I have to use a chair because I am itty bitty. And anyways, the top shelf is for our overstock. So like our overstock pasta, if we have extra sodas, anything that is overstock that doesn't fit on a lower level, we'll put up top just to, get it out of the way. And yeah, so you will see me on a chair quite a bit in this pantry because I can't ever reach anything. And as you've seen later on in the video, I also have to use a chair or climb up on my counter because I can barely reach anything in my kitchen either. So that is a struggle of being a little shorty, but it is what it is. So in regards to these canisters, if you do not follow me over on Instagram, make sure you're following me over at Leave It to Mom on Instagram, because I will be sharing with you guys a little DIY that I did with these canisters, and I absolutely love how they turned out. So if you want to see how they turned out, then make sure to follow me over there. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just restock the rice and the sugar and stuff like that because it was time to be refilled. And I know you're probably questioning, like, why did you just pour that little bit amount of rice in there? I honestly just was too lazy and didn't want to open up the new bag. So once we're done with all of this rice, then I'll add the new bag. But yeah, so that is pretty much what all I'm doing here is just restocking all of the cereals, rice, pastas, and our sugars. To grab my air fryer. I told you guys, so this is life. This is real life. This is what I have to do, okay? So I'm grabbing my air fryer because in the middle of filming mom duties called and my son was hungry, and he had actually just got home a little bit. But these are the liners that I actually just hauled recently. Here are some cheddar cheese curds that he wanted for just a snack. So I'm just gonna stop for a second, but I figured I'll show you guys kind of really what my life looks like when I'm filming. So this is it. Like, I have to stop and mom, and this is the reality, and I don't want to skip that portion of, you know, in my videos of me having to stop what I'm doing to parent. So while those are cooking in the air fryer, I'm just gonna go ahead and focus on cleaning up this table because it needed it. All these crumbs are not gonna clean up themselves. So here we are once again with my windshield wiper cleaner for my car, but I use it for glass all throughout my house, and I absolutely love it. Let me know if you have tried it yet, because I would really like to know. And do you like this method of cleaning your glass in your house now? I think it works amazingly. But I'm just gonna quickly clean up this table and get it all done while those are cooking. These are just some floral pieces that I picked up from Falling Prices. I don't know if I showed you guys that in the haul, but I was gonna do a table DIY. I ended up doing one, but I did not show you guys in this video. As you've seen, I moved on over to the coffee bar because it was a little frustrating. It wasn't coming out the way that I wanted it. So I did end up doing it much later, but I will show you guys what it looks like at the end of the video. So make sure you stay to the end. But now I'm just gonna focus on the coffee bar. And yes, those cheese curds are actually still cooking. They kind of take a little bit. So here is a wreath that I also made, the middle one. I have a reel over on my Instagram. If you want to see how I created that, then make sure to follow me over on Instagram, Leave It to Mom, to see that as well. A lot of like the little DIYs that I do, I will do a reel over on my Instagram, so you'll be able to see it there in full process over there if I don't do it over here. So here I'm just wiping down everything over here at the coffee bar, and then I decided to go ahead and add some floral. I thought some floral would be really nice over here in this space. So I am just pretty much taking apart this floral piece and then just stringing some string literally through the center of it. I initially wanted it to fall from ceiling to the bottom, to the tabletop there, but it just didn't work. It didn't look right. So I changed it up and I just made it just kind of loop instead, and I absolutely love it, you guys. And then I also went back and added some greenery, some of the leaves from a different type of flower, and I just kind of added those on. I didn't secure them with anything. I just sliced it at where the hole is and then just slid it over the thread. That is all this was a super easy DIY. So that is how I ended up creating this piece for my coffee bar. A lot of the times when it comes to the like little like wreaths or like what is it, banners and things like that I create for my coffee bar is spur of the moment while I'm filming, and I'll just get this creative idea and then I'll just go with it. So definitely, if you guys ever want a more in-depth, detailed version of something that you do see on my channel, let me know down in the comments and I will make sure to make a reel or something to show you guys exactly how I did it. Was done with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop in the wax melt. These are some that I picked up from Big Lots. They were really inexpensive, about $3.75 a pack, and they come in about 6 different scents. And then I'm gonna mosey on over into the kitchen and start like cleaning up the aftermath of the grocery haul. So this is the behind the scenes and what it looks like. I pretty much just throw all the boxes out into the garage, and then once I'm completely done, then I put them in the recycle. So that is still what I need to do. But first I'm going to
you know, just get some dishes done. I'm gonna sweep the floor up because I'm tired of walking over all of this stuff that's on the floor. I'm gonna wipe up whatever this was on my stove. I think it was the ice pack that may have burst, and then when it defrosted again, it leaked out and left this like white residue all over my stove, but it wasn't hard to clean up. But I was so confused to what it was. At first I thought it was ice before it turned like white, and then I was like, what is this? But it came up. The stove is completely fine. So I'm pretty much just using the same products that I always use, which is the Awesome Multi-Purpose Spray, and then also the stainless steel cleaner that I always use in my videos. If you are interested in those, I will link those in the description box down below. All the products that I do use, I try to link them down in the description box if you guys are interested in purchasing them. They're just products that I love and regularly use.
that over in my Thanksgiving video. So if you would like to see just kind of how I prepped that, definitely check out that video. So while I'm waiting for the water on the stove to start boiling for my pasta, I'm going to go ahead and take care of the dining and floor area and get this all swept up from the haul earlier. I mean, I had to stop so many times throughout filming this video. That is just kind of how things are. On a regular basis. So when you have an idea of kind of how you want your day to go, that may not be necessarily how it goes, but you will get to those tasks eventually. But however, if you do find yourself, in a situation where you don't feel like things are getting done like you like, I'd recommend doing something called task stacking. At least that's what I call it. And pretty much what that is while you're waiting for something else like laundry, or like right now in this moment as I'm cleaning, I am waiting for the water to boil for my pasta. I am going to do something else in that idle time. That also helps me to stay on top of the tidying that I want to get done for the day, as well as certain things like when I'm cooking, making sure I'm cleaning up as I go, so that therefore I'm not going to bed with a sink full of dirty dishes. I mean, who likes those? So I would definitely recommend that if you struggle with getting tasks done around your house, task stack. If you throw in a load of laundry, find a smaller area within your home to tackle that is just getting on your nerves or you have a hard time getting around to, and just kind of work your way up through those tasks throughout the day. And definitely give it a try, and definitely comment and let us know how that works for you. If you already do that, let us know how you incorporate that throughout your day. All right, so now that the food is all done, it is time to plate my kids' food. But my question to you guys is, do you guys still plate your kids' food, or do you let them plate their own food? Majority of the time when we cook, we plate our kids' food for them. My oldest is 16 and his brother under him is 14. And then of course I have my 6-year-old as well. But they do not mind it at all. But I'm just curious to see inside other people's homes. Like, do you guys still plate your kids' food at that age? Or are you just like, heck no, they got it? They're really self-sufficient. They cook for themselves and everything. But usually when mom or dad cooks, we usually plate their food. But I'm just curious question. I just want to know, do you guys plate you guys' kids' food, or do you just leave them to be? All right, you guys, so now that dinner was all done, So once dinner was done and we got all the laughs and giggles in, I just went ahead and finished up the last few dishes from dinner just to make sure that those were nice and clean. And then I also just took my stick vacuum and just ran that across the dining room floor. And just kind of set up the kitchen just to be presentable and nice for in the morning when I wake up. So that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please consider subscribing before you go. I would love to have you. Follow me over on my Instagram. I would love to chat with you over there as well. Over there, you'll get some behind the scenes and also some of the reels of my DIY projects over here on my YouTube channel. And never be afraid to ask me any questions that you may have about anything that you may see in my videos. Make sure when you subscribe, you hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and also click all to make sure that you do not miss any of my future uploads. And with that all being said, thanks again so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys again in the next one. Bye, you guys.